Welcome back to Vites Vibes, everyone. How is it going, my Vikings fam? It's been a couple of months since we've seen each other here. So how are we feeling in the off season? Um, One thing before I start here is um one of the things, one of the reasons why I've been like absent from here is, for one, it's the off season, and for two, I have recently started my own small business. Kind of, um, I started a custom cards business, so I will get some stuff to throw up on the show here in later videos, but I like this one I got on my desk. I got a I redid a JJ McCarthy Kaboom. That's all designed by me, and it's called MVP Custom Cards, and I even made Viking schedule cards, if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see with the glare, but yeah. And then I can take like personal pictures and turn them into cards. I've done some kids baseball cards already, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Just kind of getting my feet wet in it. So if anyone's interested, go search MVP custom cards on Facebook and send me a message. And I have a bunch of pre-made cards that you can buy as well. So hit me up on the Facebook page there. So JJ McCarthy, it's JJ time. Um, Aaron Rodgers, that little thing, it kind of scared me, to be honest. He did end up signing with Pittsburgh. Um, so and we still haven't. I don't think we've signed any other quarterback. So I mean, not a major one. So um, well, there was one. Who was it? Oh yeah, Sam Howell. Yep, Sam Howell will more than likely be JJ's backup, and then we got Brett Ripien, I believe. So, um, yeah, I'm actually really I don't know, confident and comfortable with Sam Howell being our backup. To be honest, um, way better feeling than having Nick Mullins be the backup, like the years past. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for JJ to finally start. Um, I yeah, I think Sam Howell was a very good pickup for uh, the backup position. So and OTAs, JJ, he was just balling out. He threw 58 of 66, which was 88%. Um, there are 23 touchdowns and only one interception in OTAs, and he ranked uh, in the top, I don't know, 5 or something like that. I can't remember exactly. So he's just balling in OTAs, and you know, I don't see that stopping. Going into training camp and stuff, and then going into the season. It just he grinds all the time, and I don't know. And then the running back situation here in Minnesota. Um, we got Aaron Jones. We re-signed him, which I absolutely loved. Um, then we went out and picked up Jordan Mason from the 49ers. Now, this pickup, I think this was a very smart pickup. I might have talked about this in my last video, but I just bear with me. I honestly don't remember if I covered this or not. So it was a very smart pickup in my opinion. Jordan Mason's young, and Jones is getting there towards the end of his career, and Mason is already good as he filled in for Christian McCaffrey in San Francisco. But then he'll get groomed by Aaron Jones and then take over for Jones after he retires. I mean that's set up for success right there in itself. So I think that was a very, very smart pickup on our part. Um, we're kind of set for running back if we end up keeping um, Jordan Mason. And I can't wait to see how KOC plays both of them. If he's gonna have partially a dual running back set in the back there. Sometimes in games, I'm really excited to see that and what KOC does. I wouldn't expect it in the first few games just because KOC is not gonna show. Yeah, he's not gonna show his cards right there in the beginning. So I I believe that the first couple of games, our offense it might end up being kind of boring. Just for the simple fact that KOC doesn't want to show other teams what he's got right away. So I'm expecting success, but I'm not expecting those flashy trick plays or anything like that. We have the weapons in order for JJ to start the playoff as a non-flashy play, but then after the throw and catch or even handoff, we have the people, the players to make the play flashy in itself afterwards. So, I guess we'll see. So we got the best receiver in the game. He can make people miss after the catch and everything. So you just never know. Speaking of Justin Jefferson, he was at OTAs this year. In the past years, he has not been there. That he explained it that he wants to spend as much time as he can with his quarterback, with JJ. He wants to get that chemistry, which right there, just the simple fact that JJ or not JJ anymore, it's Jefferson or J Jettas. He wanted to stay here and participate in OTAs. Just that right there shows me that it's a pretty good sign that it's going to be a good year ahead of us. So I'd like to see that. And, I just think that JJ being here is just uplifting and just brings all the guys' spirits up and stuff like that. So a little bit of old news. A while back, we extended KOC, which I think was a good move, and now we have extended Kwesi Adolfo Mensa, our GM, as well. That's kind of old news as well, but you know, I think it's a smart move. Uh, Kwesi and KOC, they both have built one hell of a roster here, and they work really well together. Even though a couple of years ago, I had a kind of a smidge uh, kind of opinion that they might have been butting heads. Who knows? But they must have worked it out, and they worked really good together. Um, Speaking of the roster, we got a lot of new faces, both sides of the ball, but the most important, I think, and the most I'm I'm excited to see is our new offensive line with Will Fries, Ryan Kelly, rookie Donovan Jackson. Um, I mean, I think we upgraded on our offensive line, and I hope that they can keep JJ McCarthy healthy and protect him. And yeah, a lot, like I said, a lot of new faces on both sides of the ball. Um, I was gonna do a schedule breakdown. I usually every year I sit down and write every game and kind of just kind of play it briefly in my head, and then I write down kind of what I'm thinking. I haven't done that, but I will go through the schedule right here, right now, and try and make my best opinion on the spot about each game. So, first off, we got Monday Night Football at Soldier Field against Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. Ben Johnson's first game as a head coach. Um, Monday Night Football, first week, NFL kickoff. Um, by the way, we're having a skull cast on that for that game, so be sure to catch that. Me and Jaron will be live during that Monday night game, so be sure to tune in on September 8th at 7:15. We'll probably start earlier, maybe an hour earlier or a half hour earlier. But, anyways, Soldier Field, Chicago Bears, uh, season opener. I think that, um, I think that will be a win, and I'm not gonna put a score prediction on that, but I just think that JJ's gonna come out his very first regular season start, and they're just gonna gel right off the bat, and um, we're gonna take it to Caleb Williams, and our defense I think is just gonna be as hyped as our offense. I think it's gonna feed off of each other, and the defense is gonna get hyped up about what's going on in offense, and then vice versa. So, and then the next week we got Sunday night football. The 14th of September is 7:20 at home. That's our home opener. And we got Michael Penix Jr. coming to town, and it's going to be a national championship. Uh, it's going to be those two quarterbacks, JJ McCarthy and Michael Penix. It's going to be a rematch of the national championship game a couple of years ago. So that is going to be a really interesting game. I'm going to try to do a skull cast for that game as well, but I'm not 100% sure. That's gonna be an awesome game there. That one I think is gonna be a close game, but I think we do squeak out the win. Our fans are gonna be just just crazy and just loud. And the home opener, it's yeah, we're gonna squeak out a win there. Then week 3, we got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase coming to town noon on the 21st. That I feel like every time we play Cincinnati, the last few years, I just I don't have a good feeling. I I will give us a loss here. Um, I think this is gonna be an off game for us, and coming off of 2 straight wins and just all the hype. I'd rather get this over with in the beginning. Just we're gonna take a loss here, and we're gonna come back down to reality, and we're gonna lock in before we go overseas for a couple of weeks. Because the next week, the 28th, we are playing in Ireland at 8:30 in the morning against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, it's overseas. You never know how it's going to affect players, but I definitely give us a win on this one. Um, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers unless he's already injured by week 4. Um, but I think Rodgers is just I don't know. I think he should have retired after he left Green Bay. It hasn't been going good for him. So and the Steelers, they don't really have much. They did get DK Metcalf, so I'm gonna give us a win in this one. And then we stay overseas week 5. We play in London on October 5th at 8:30 in the morning against the Cleveland Browns. Now, we don't know who the quarterback's going to be for there. You got Shadur Sanders, you got Dylan Gabriel. I think there's a vet there. I can't remember if it's I think it's Flacco. So I could honestly see it being any of those 3, but if I had to put money on it, I would put it on Joe Flacco. So, and we beat him when he was in Indy last year. I just think these 2 teams across the seas, they're not that good of teams. So I am going to give us 2 wins overseas here. We're going to come back to the U.S. with 2 more wins. So we'll be 4-1 going into our bye week, which is week 6 again. We had our bye week at week 6 last year as well. Then after our bye week, we're at home at noon on October 19th, and the Super Bowl champs come to town. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. I this is kind of like the Cincinnati games where it just something weird happens. Like was it last year or was it no, it was the year before that that touchdown that Jefferson reached out and he fumbled it, and they didn't call it as a touchdown, they called it as a touchback. See, I just think that there's going to be something weird that happens in this game, just like all the other ones. Um, my gut tells me that we're going to take a loss here, but part of me wants to say that we are going to figure out how to beat them finally. Um, so I'm 50-50 on this one. Um, I'm just gonna, as of right now, I'm gonna give us a loss on this one. It's gonna be close. Something weird's gonna happen. Um, then the next week we got a short week. Week 8 we go against Los Angeles Chargers on Thursday night football, 23rd of October. Um, I think it was the last time we played the Chargers. It was at home. I went to that game and it was a close game. We ended up losing. But I think that if we would have had the team that we do now, then we would have won. I'm going to give us a win. It'll be in SoFi Stadium. It's in LA, but I think we're gonna come out with a win there. So we'll be 5-2. Um, then the next game, our second division game of the season, week 9, in Detroit, Ford Field, November 2nd at noon. This one, it's hard, but I am gonna give us a loss. The Lions, as much as I despise them, they are a very good team. I will give them that. And their fans are really loud at home. I do give us a loss here, in Detroit, to bring us to 5-3. So I mean, I hope we win all these games, but realistically thinking, I think we're gonna take a loss in Detroit. So then, week 10, November 9th at noon, at home, Lamar Jackson comes to town, the Baltimore Ravens. This one, I don't know. You got Lamar Jackson, you got Derrick Henry. I don't know. I think, in my mind, I think we're gonna pull out the win here. I think Lamar is going to try and run the ball, and we're gonna keep Derrick Henry under 100 yards rushing. So Lamar's gonna go try and do it himself, and our defense is just gonna be hyped up and ready to go, and we're gonna keep stopping them, and we're gonna pull out the win at home. And then week 11 at noon, November 16th, we got Chicago Bears coming to Minnesota. I give us a win on this one. We're gonna sweep the Bears in the season. I do think that this game might be a little closer than week 1, but we will get the win. So that puts us at 7-3, I believe. Yeah. And then week 12, November 23rd at noon, we are at Lambeau Field to take on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. I don't know. They don't have. I mean, they're a really good young team. Don't get me wrong. They got Josh Jacobs. They got Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs. I mean, they're not a bad team by any means, but they're kind of sneaky good, like really, like sneaky really good. I don't know exactly how I'm trying to explain it, but I'm gonna give us a win here. In Lambeau Field. I think, I don't know. I just think that sometimes Jordan Love, like, he doesn't he doesn't have it until later in the season, like he did last year. So I think that this is it might be after this game, it might be the turning point for him. He's going to take a loss here at home against us, and then he's going to end up being really good the rest of the year. Um, so then the next week, week 13, we go to Seattle, play at 3:05 on November 30th. This one, it's going to be a weird one too. Um, I don't know. Something about playing Seattle. It brings back memories to me of, I think it was a Monday night game. I think Russell Wilson was still there. We played them and they basically just kicked their ass. For some reason, every time I think of Vikings versus Seahawks, I think of that game or the Blair Walsh miss. One of those two games, that's the ones I think of. And I just think that this game, it might be crappy weather. It's just going to feel off. And we're going to take a loss to Sam Darnold. Unfortunately, we're going to take a loss to Darnold and the Seahawks here. Then the next week, week 14, December 7th at noon at home, U.S. Bank Stadium. We got Jaden Daniels and the Commanders coming into town. I'm gonna have us taking another loss here. The Commanders are very, very good. They went all the way to the championship game last year, and it's just Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, man. Yeah, I think they're gonna beat us at home. Then the next week we got another Sunday night game, 7:20, December 14th, week 15. We are gonna be playing at Dallas Cowboys. In the past, they have beat us pretty bad in prime time. It takes me back to that Halloween Cooper Rush game where they killed us like 40-3 or something like that. I don't have it that taste here. I think after losing 2 straight, we're gonna hammer down and we're gonna take the win in prime time there. And I think, some reason I think that JJ and Justin Jefferson they're gonna have some amazing games in that game. Then week 16, December 21st at noon, we play at MetLife Stadium, taking on the New York Giants. More than likely, that will be Russell Wilson. They did just draft Jackson Dart, and I think they picked up Jameson Winston. I'm sorry, but I think Russell Wilson's going to be the starter there. We're going to win that game. It's going to be a cold one, but we're gonna win that with flying colors. To be honest, they definitely have some good players on their team. They got that Tyrone Tracy. They got Sterling Shepard. So, and then on defense they got Dexter Lawrence. Yeah, but I think that we beat them. We take the win by quite a few points in that one. Then week 17. Here we go. This is going to be the game of the year for us. These last 2 games are going to be week 17. We got on Christmas Day, even on Christmas Day. So it's gonna be a prime time, nationally televised, 3:30 start time at home, U.S. Bank Stadium. The Lions are coming to town. Old Danny Boy Campbell. Um, this is gonna be a bloodbath. We're gonna go back and forth, and just gonna trade punches with these guys, and we're gonna have the last punch of the game, and we're gonna win. I'm gonna say by a field goal. I think Will the Thrill will kick a game-winning field goal at home on Christmas, and we're gonna take a win here. Send the Lions home with an L on Christmas. Then on week 17, I'm pretty sure every team, their schedule, they don't have a date, they don't have a time. It's all to be determined. So we don't know when this game will be. We know it will be in Minnesota at U.S. Bank Stadium. We got Jordan Love coming into town. Now this game, these last two games, division games, they could mean a lot for playoff seeding. It could come down to this last game for playoff seeding between us and whoever. The Lions, the Packers, the Bears. I doubt the Bears, but my guess is going to be either us or the Lions. So this is going to be a very important game, and I don't know. I want to say we're going to take a loss, but we got a new leader under center, and I'm gonna give us a win here. We're gonna win this game and finish off the regular season with two very close but awesome division wins. So I forgot the count here, so I'm gonna go back through it and see what the record is. So we got 1, 2, 2-1, 3, 4-1. 4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3, 7-3, 8-3, 8-4, 8-5, 9-5, 10-5, 11-5, 12. 12-5 I have us. We're going to lose to the Bengals, the Eagles, the Lions, Seahawks, and the Commanders. From what I just did, I have us at 12-5. And like I said, that us and the Lions, I already know. Us and the Lions are going to be 1-2 in the division. I could almost put money on it, but I won't. I won't do that. But anyways, 12-5. So that's my schedule breakdown and just on the spot opinions, playing it through my head. So let me know what your schedule breakdown and predictions are. I would love to see them. Yeah, it was just kind of a Vikings news dump here in this video. So, and by the way, I totally spaced it from the beginning of this video. If you follow us on Facebook, you know that there was some changes coming, and the reveal was going to be in the video. Well, it's here. You probably already know that it's up in that right corner there. a new logo, Vikes Vibes. And we do have a new logo for the Skullcast as well. I will post that on Facebook as well. I don't have a picture of it on screen to show you at the time, so go on the Facebook after you watch this video, and you'll be able to see both logos on there. And also, we're gonna try and do a lot more Skullcasts, which are live videos during the Vikings games this season. So stay tuned for that. And this year, I think during Skullcasts, I'm gonna do some giveaways. Um, Not quite sure what they're gonna be yet, but yeah, you'll have to be in the stream in order to win them. So stay tuned, and yeah, I mean that's about it. So and go check out MVP Custom Cards to get your own custom card. Check out the pre-made cards, purchase them, request your own, but go check MVP Custom Cards out. They're yeah, it's just kind of taking off, and a lot of people love them. So yeah, let me know what your predictions are for this season. And let me know if you're going to attend training camp. I kind of wanted to get some stories and just some experiences from people that go, and maybe meet some players, get some autographs, stuff like that. I kind of want to share some experiences like that on an episode, which that would be pretty sweet. So yeah, that's really all I got for this episode. I'm not quite sure when the next one will drop, but just be on the lookout. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the bell to get notified of future videos. And yeah, as always, Skull Vikings. Here we go. And we'll see you in the next one. See you later.